Today I'm going to give you a brief demonstration on how APA 7th edition, which is the new edition, is different from its previous 6th edition. There are certain significant changes which a researcher should keep in mind while citing references according to APA 7th edition. So the first change is in within citation text. According to APA 6th, in text citation, we need to mention all the authors more than 3 first time, and then we can use et al. After giving the name of the first author. However, in APA 7th edition, we do not need to mention all the authors even at first time. We can use the name of the first author and then we can add et al. Like you can see in this example that we need to give previously the names of all the authors first time, but now according to 7th edition, it is no more needed. Another significant change from 6th edition to 7th edition is that when we are taking direct quotation from audio-video material, there was no guidance in 6th edition. However, APA 7th edition guided you that instead of mentioning the page numbers while taking the direct quotation from audio-video work, you need to mention the time slot. The time slot of the portion you are citing directly from the audio-visual work in your reference work. Another change is regarding mentioning the same name of the publisher and the author. Previously, APA 6th edition guided us that we need to mention the name of the author, and if the name of the publisher is same, do write the word author at the place of the publisher. However, in APA 7th, you do not need to repeat the name of the author. Just give one time the name of the author and leave the publisher name if that is same to the author. Another significant change is regarding mentioning the publisher location. In APA 6th, we need to mention the location of the publisher before the name of the publisher. However, in APA 7th, now do not need to mention the location of the publisher before the name of the publisher. You can see is this example that previously we need to mention the location of the publisher. However, in the recent edition, we do not need to do so. Another guidance is related to the online works. As you remember that previously we need to mention the label DOI with all the DOI mentioning in reference list. However, APA 7th suggested us now do not need to mention the label DOI. Just treat it like a URL and give only the URL of the DOIs. You can see is this example that now the DOI label is no more needed. We can start directly from HTTP and you can continue your URL accordingly. Another significant change is mentioning the URLs. If you remember, previously we mentioned URL in a plain text without making it a live link. However, now APA 7th suggested us to mention it like a live link. We do not need to mention the black plain text. Just mention it like a live link or in a blue text. So where the reader can click and reach to the relevant URL. So here is another change regarding mentioning the word retrieved from. You can see that previously we used to mention retrieved from for the online works. However, 7th edition guided us now while citing online works, you do not need to mention the word retrieved from. You can simply mention the URL of the online work without mentioning the word retrieved from. Also, you can give only the word retrieved when the retrieval date is necessary to mention. You can see in this example that now the word retrieved from before the URL is no more needed. Another significant change is mentioning ebooks. Previously in 6th edition, we used to mention the platform of the ebooks, like the format of the ebooks. However, in 7th edition, while citing ebooks, you do not need to mention the platform. You can see in this example that previously we used to mention the word within the square brackets Kindle version. However, this version or the format in 7th edition is no more needed. You can go You can cite your ebook without mentioning the platform or the format. So viewers, these were the few significant changes which are different from the 6th edition and are mentioning now in 7th edition. I hope this video will help you while you are using the latest edition of APA for citing your references in your thesis or while writing your article. Thank you.